Hey everybody, and welcome to another deep dive with ToniTeaTalk Tea. Today, we're going to be talking about something pretty powerful,
Yeah,
and that is the idea of healing and self-belief.
absolutely.
And we're going to be kind of jumping off from this really interesting quote that we found.
Okay.
I'll just read it here. It says,
Okay.
"Healing begins the moment you choose to believe in yourself."
That's a good word.
Pretty profound.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It really is. You know, it's amazing to me how much weight a few words can actually carry.
Right.
And this one it really gets to the heart of, how we move through challenges in life, how we overcome things and how we heal.
Yeah, and it sounds so simple.
Right.
Like you could put it on a poster and be like,
Exactly.
believe in yourself.
Yeah.
But like when you're in a really dark place, like how do you even begin to choose that?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so easy to say, believe in yourself, but what if your experience has taught you the opposite? What if you've been through things that have really shaken your faith in yourself?
Exactly.
And that's where I think understanding the psychology of self-belief gets really interesting.
So it's more than just like positive thinking then.
Oh, absolutely. It's so much more than that. It's about building something called self-efficacy.
Self-efficacy. Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of it.
Okay, good. So it's that deep down feeling that you can actually affect change in your life.
I see.
It's that feeling that, I can do this. I have the power to make things happen.
Okay.
And you can kind of think of it like a muscle,
Okay.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Mhm.
But if you've mostly experienced setbacks or you've been in situations where you felt powerless, that muscle can atrophy.
Which makes healing even harder.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
makes it so much harder because if you don't believe that you can heal, if you don't believe that you have the power to change your situation, then it's going to be very difficult to actually do it.
Right. So, I mean, if someone's been through, a lot of challenges in their life, if they've been through traumatic experiences, does that mean they're just kind of doomed to struggle with self-belief forever?
Absolutely not. No one is doomed to struggle forever.
Okay.
But it does mean recognizing that rebuilding that belief, rebuilding that self-efficacy, it takes time. It takes effort. It's not about denying the past.
Right.
It's not about pretending that those hard things didn't happen,
Cool.
but it's about shifting your focus to what you can control in the present moment.
Gotcha.
And that's where things like therapy and support systems and even mindfulness practices can be so helpful.
Yeah.
Because they give you the tools to start reframing your thoughts and your experiences.
So you're basically like rewiring your brain to see things differently.
Exactly. You're changing the way you see yourself and your abilities. It's like you're creating new pathways in your brain.
Okay.
And our brains are actually wired to look for patterns. So if you've been stuck in a cycle of negativity or self-doubt, you need to consciously break that pattern. You need to create new positive experiences, even if they feel small at first.
Okay.
Even if it feels a little bit forced in the beginning, the more you do it, the more those new neural pathways get reinforced.
Okay, so that makes sense. I'm getting that.
Uh-huh.
But what about like the opposite end of the spectrum, right?
Okay.
Like, is there a danger in being too optimistic?
That's a great question. Because there's definitely a balance, right?
Right.
We don't want to fall into the trap of what some people call toxic positivity, where you're just kind of ignoring reality and pretending everything's fine.
Right.
But I think that's where the cheese part of that quote comes in.
Okay.
It's not about blindly believing that you can do anything.
Right.
It's not about believing you can fly without wings. It's about choosing to believe in your ability to learn, to grow, to adapt.
Right.
It's about having the courage to try even if you fail at first. Because failure is just feedback. It's an opportunity to learn and get better.
So it's about being realistic, but also hopeful.
Precisely. It's finding that sweet spot between acknowledging your limitations,
Okay.
but also recognizing your potential.
Yeah.
It's about believing that you are worthy of healing, worthy of happiness, even when life throws you those curveballs.
I love that. So we talked about like the how of self-belief, but what does this all mean for our listeners?
Yeah.
What's the takeaway here?
Well, I think the most important thing to remember is that healing is a journey.
Okay.
It's not a destination. You don't just arrive at healing one day and then you're done.
Right.
It's an ongoing process. It's a commitment to yourself. And the first step on that journey is choosing to believe that you have the strength to take it.
Yeah.
It's recognizing that you deserve to heal, that you are worthy of healing. And then it's about actively seeking out the tools and the support that you need to make it happen.
That's a really powerful message.
It is.
I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this.
It's my pleasure.
So yeah, I think that's it for this deep dive.
Awesome.
Everybody, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, Tony Talk Tea,
Yes.
and we will see you all next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.